Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Now here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Gives it to Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 15 that time. And the AFC will have a first down. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think of
the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. Aaron Donald with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes, flush to his right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the NFC is going to get the football back in excellent field position. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Charles, this the 2019 Pro Bowl. The AFC's won both games that have been played here in Orlando since they moved it here. Both have been competitive, 20-13 2 seasons ago, and last year in 2018 it was 24-23 the final.
Yeah, and 2 years ago, Travis Kelce, Lorenzo Alexander were the game MVPs, offense and defense respectively. And then last year, Delaney Walker of the Titans, their tight end, he won it on offense, and Von Miller of the Broncos won it on defense.
And he will find his Saints teammate Michael Thomas complete. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination, though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself in such superb physical condition and still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's NFC football here to begin quarter number 2. Now the New York Giants star playing in the Pro Bowl as a rookie, Saquon Barkley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, NFC. A 5-yard touchdown. And the NFC is in for 6. He PAT up and good by Rosas. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A second-time Pro Bowler here. This is the Chargers' Melvin Gordon. Darius Slay of Detroit in on the tackle. When you think about the history of this Pro Bowl game, there was an all-star game going all the way back to 1939, but it officially became called the Pro Bowl in, I think, 1951.
You're exactly right. And that game was played out in L.A. in the same stadium where the L.A. Rams currently play. And back then they split it into conferences, the American Conference versus the National Conference. The American Conference won 28-27. MVP of the game, quarterback Otto Graham, nickname Automatic.
Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. This will be their first trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the...
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown from 10 yards out. And the AFC is an extra point away from tying this game up. Well, we saw that tandem hook up quite a few times during the regular season, didn't we?
We certainly did, and it continues now in the Pro Bowl. You have to know that even if they didn't consciously plan it, you do try and find guys you're familiar with in a game like this.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Breeze now on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now is Breeze. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And that one's complete to Gurley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Bree's going to throw. Throw left side on target to Thielen. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Now, here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. A first-time Pro Bowler. Here's James Conner of the Steelers. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Khalil Mack of the Bears, the one to make the tackle. You look back a few years ago, Charles, when the Pro Bowl did that 3-year experimentation. I know you're... And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Khalil Mack. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this. And that's going to be a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the NFC has taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he... Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver there, Allen, and now it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. Give him 9 there on the first down. Blink to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Oh, I can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes now to throw. Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Now a play fake. Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Breeze is looking to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. From 19 yards away. And the NFC adds on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On first down, Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Going back to Lander. This time he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Throwing now is Mahomes. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a desperation throw deep down. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Myers connects on the PAT. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with an AFC touchdown. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be secured by the NFC, and they are going to win this football game. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone.